Hello and welcome to another video where today I'll be trying to answer the question, how long does it take to complete AAT Level 4? Now this may not be an easy question to answer due to varying opinions, however I am going to give it a go and you can make a judgment for yourselves based upon what I'm about to say. Now, similar to my how long to complete Level 3 video, I think the best place to start is looking at what AAT themselves recommend for Level 4. So if you don't already know, Level 4 under the Q22 specification consists of 5 exams: drafting and interpreting financial statements, applied management accounting, and internal accounting systems and control. So they're the 3 core exams, and then you'll pick 2 out of the 5 optional units to complete. These being business tax, personal tax, credit and debt management, cash and financial management, and audit and assurance. For each of these units, AAT will give a number of GLH, which stands for guided learning hours, and if we add them up for the 5 units, it comes to a total of 390 hours. Now for those who've seen my how long to complete Level 3 video, you might notice that the guided learning hours for Level 4 is actually 10 hours less than for Level 3. With it only being a difference of 10 hours, if you wanted to complete in 12 months, it does work out very similar in the sense that it's going to average around 8 hours of study per week. Now, do I think this is realistic? It might be. Personally, I would say that the quoted 400 hours to complete Level 3 is a touch generous, but then on the other side, I think 390 hours to complete Level 4 sways more to being a little harsh. And to state based upon the suggested hours that Level 4 is actually quicker to complete than Level 3 to me is just misguided. There's no way that Level 4 is quicker to complete than Level 3, but make of that what you will. But can it be done quicker? Well, the simple answer to that is yes, but there are some careful considerations specific to Level 4 that I would be very wary of. The main one is that on Level 4, every exam that you sit is going to take between 5 and 6 weeks for you to get the result back. And I say between 5 and 6 because it varies slightly depending on what point in the week you sat. So just for reference, results come out on 5 weeks from the Thursday of the week you sat your exam. i.e. in simple terms, what day you sat your exam, go to the Thursday of that week and add on 5 weeks, and that's when you'll receive your result. Anyway, slightly off topic. Why does this matter? Well, just going back to say Level 2 or 3, you could potentially go into an exam, maybe not 100% confident that you were going to pass, but equally, if you didn't, you could just sit it again the week after. So realistically, yes, you'd have lost money, but the chances are you wouldn't have lost knowledge. Now, what I've seen happen at Level 4 is students fall behind, and it's much easier to fall behind because of the wait for the results. It's often the case that you may sit the exam and then a day later you're mentally checked out. Your brain says, right, done that exam now, time to move on. Which if you pass is absolutely fine, but if the result comes back as a fail, not yet competent or achieved as it is now, you'll need to go back to studying for that exam again. But if you've already moved on to the next topic, you might then be studying for 2 exams, and so the falling behind cycle begins. And it's well possible to get out of that, but it does take some determination to get back on track. I'd actually say if it's possible that if for whatever reason you happen to fail an exam, then stop learning the new unit and put it on a temporary hold and focus fully on the failed exam until you've sat it again and then go back to the new unit. With all that being said, I think there are 4 different timelines you could categorize to complete your Level 4. The first being 6 months. It is a very ambitious target for those who have a lot of spare time, really suitable for someone who can study near full time, or for those people who already have an accounting qualification, and AAT Level 4 is more a transition than a new Level 4 student. Now, the next category would be between 9 and 12 months, and this would be the ambitious but achievable timeline. If you've got a good amount of spare time or you pick up accounting quite naturally, it is very doable. Now, 12 to 18 months, purely from my experience, this has been the most common timeline. Now, I do appreciate that's quite a wide time frame, but as someone who maybe has 5 to 8 hours a week to study, this will more than likely be where you'll finish. Now, the last category is the up to 2 years mark, and I fully appreciate there are people who go over this for a number of reasons, and that's absolutely fine. I've said it before, it's not a race, but I would advise never to go in with the plan of it taking more than 2 years. Reason being, it can just be hard to keep motivation up for such a long period of time. Having some pressure to finish within a time frame is a good thing. Leaving it open-ended it is open-ended, and it will just keep going. So now the final part I want to talk about before we end the video, because I think this is really important. What I've just been through with these time periods is for 95+% of people. But that doesn't mean if you're watching this and thinking, I could actually do it quicker, then I'm not discouraging that mentality, because there are people out there that can do it quicker. They're just a very small minority. Now, I think that does wrap up this video on how long it takes to complete AAT Level 4. Remember, if you have enjoyed the video, drop it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And also go follow my page on Instagram, where I post regular accounting tips to help you pass your exams. Thanks again for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.